I'm in academia, and unfortunately, about 90% of academia is anti-Israel. And part of that has to do, I think, unfortunately, with first principles. I'm, on the other hand, 100% pro-Israel. And I went to seminary, and I'm in the Protestant tradition. But that tradition takes very seriously Hebrew scripture. And for me, I mean, the Hebrew statement, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one," right? That implies a unity, not only in religion, but also that God is sovereign over politics and economics and all of human life together.
So why are so many people in academia against Israel? Where does that come from?
That's what I was going to say. Unfortunately, that presumption of first principles and the existence of God implies a certain ethics. And so the antagonism, I think, in academia largely comes from that. It's interesting to note also that they don't have an alternative system. So if you say, what ethical system or what theologian or what philosopher are you referring to when you make a moral case, they can't name anyone, right? Roughly, the left has Rousseau and Marx, and those are, by the way, the only two philosophers of note that have a positive view of human nature, right? In the Hebrew scripture, it takes about 2 chapters for humanity to fall, right? And so the left right now is trying to get rid of history. Education in our country in the United States has been totally distorted. K to 12, kids aren't taught any religion, no ethics, no ethical system, no philosophers of note, and they don't know what a business is when they graduate at 18. So the left is dismantling history and getting rid of philosophy because that is the data points for human nature. And the left would love to be utopian and think we can all just get along if it wasn't for us capitalists or Christians, right, or other religious. They think we'd be in heaven without, the bulk of the American people. Right now, it's interesting. The left, which used to be called the Liberal Party, liberty, is the furthest thing from liberal and liberty. They are using top-down scare tactics on the kids, and in the States now, there's news stories every night of kids being told you should not have freedom of speech when it comes to Trump or being a Republican or religious ideas. I've had kids in my own district say, "God bless you," after a kid sneezes and they get in trouble. I had one kid raise a bunch of money for charity in a dance marathon, and he said, "God bless America." And he got reprimanded by the school. Said, "You'll never come to the microphone again."
By the school itself?
Yeah.
What was their idea? How did they explain it?
Oh, the policies of most schools right now, they don't want lawsuits, they don't want tension, so they say you can't bring up anything of consequence.
Leave God at home.
Yeah, leave God, check your ideas at home. And when the central question of all liberal arts education, beginning with Socrates, right, about 2,400 years ago, is what is a good human life? That's the central question. And the Jewish people had it prior to Socrates, right? And when you can't ask the central question in the liberal arts tradition, what is a good human life and what makes it good? And by the way, how do you define what's good? And the Judeo-Christian tradition, we have an answer to the definition of good. And the left cannot give you an answer to what is good today.